It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
And 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. There he goes, left side. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 81 yards. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Lining up for the extra.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st down, Baltimore.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State. It's J.K. Dobbins. He's at the 30, the 20, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 54 yards.
4-yard line.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run here with Edwards. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Second and goal from the 1.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
He was taking
A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
He may try and run for this. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it, try and create some space, some room, and it went awry, didn't it?
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
7-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
At the 22-yard line.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Looking deep for Janet, and that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. 44 yards. From the red zone now, Mayfield being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Third and long for Mayfield. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt.
A 27-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Coleman now. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Johnson on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here. Beckham. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 35 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. And a
Nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here's Sam Cook now. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Matt Judon. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. To try again after the sack. Mayfield under pressure again, and down he goes again. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road. And he's going to go down again. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to do it with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Mayfield off the play fake. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At the 50-yard
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Browns 24, Ravens 7.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. From the 10. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Taken in the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson flush to his right. And that's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big-time 3rd down play for the Ravens. 51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Here's Coleman. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. wore down defenses, and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
The Browns D locked in on third down, brings up fourth. Brown, the lone receiver, left.
Yard line.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Myles Garrett, and the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, check mark 16. Check mark 16. Exit. Hurry. Check mark.
Now Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They'll go again with Dobbins. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 96 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team.
The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage, but in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Yannick Ngakoue. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
It's 2nd down.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time?
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way down to the 27. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. This is Coleman. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1.